Hey everyone, it's Schmuckles. Don't mind my hair, I just woke up. Today we're going to debate the new killer for chapter 24 in DBD. So I have new information for every single theory that we've talked about, and if you haven't been keeping up with the series, I just made a playlist for the chapter 24 drama, and it's all in order, so if you want to check back with any of those videos, I'm going to link it above. I can link you back here after that. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all the chapter 24 new killer news. Let me know what you think about each theory, and let me know if there's anything that I missed in this video. We're going to start by debunking the alien screenshots that we talked about last time. There was a little bit of confusion about something, so I want to clarify this is not the same account that leaked the artist. It has a similar name to the account that leaked the artist, but that account actually deleted itself right after the artist leaks happened. The account with the alien screenshots is a completely different account, and it could be a completely different person. There's just some similarities between the artist leak and this leak, but they could be totally different people, like I said. We didn't know what April 26th meant in the previous video, but I found out that it actually represents Alien Day, which is an annual promotion dedicated to the Alien franchise. Let's just finish talking about the alien here, because I don't think any of this is relevant, because these renders are definitely fake. They're from the game Aliens Fireteam Elite. Adrian on Twitter showed that these are Alien Fireteam Elite models that were just thrown into Blender. So pretty much someone who had access to Alien Fireteam Elite threw this into Blender and tried to trick us into thinking that this is a DBD leak, but it's not a DBD leak. It was just thrown into a 3D modeling program, which anyone can do. Anyone who's told you that the alien leaks are real is kind of sus. Next, we're going to talk about Springtrap. Purple Guy on Twitter tagged me and said that the DBD leaks post was actually fake, meaning it's not an original chapter and it seems like it's going to be Springtrap. He or she included these pictures of these 3D models of Withered Spring Bonnie. The 3D models look pretty good to me, but it still doesn't look like a professional job to me, meaning that this could be someone who just threw something into a 3D modeling program. The fact it says Withered Bonnie in the file names probably means that it's fake, because Behavior would have said Slasher. As everyone knows, that's what they call their killers in their files. And somebody tagged where this picture originally came from, which is from this user right here named Easy. This was posted on April 2nd. It looks like that this person is randomly just modeling Withered Spring Bonnie, so this is very high odds that this is fake. Now, completely separate from these screenshots, a lot of FNAF fans really think that there's no way that the anniversary chapter is going to be original. Without the DBD leaks post, a really big license is what makes most sense for the anniversary. There are some people out there that think that the leak from DBD leaks was kind of an inside job just to purposely throw the community off, because Behavior Interactive followed them on Twitter shortly before the leak. For people who think this, I don't know if they think that DBD leaks was aware or not aware that this leak is not real. Does that make sense? People think either one of two things happened. One is DBD leaks and Behavior worked together to post this leak to try and throw everyone off. Or two, DBD leaks was fed a fake leak by Behavior to throw everybody off, and DBD leaks is not even aware of it. For me personally, without more evidence to corroborate this narrative, I don't really think that's true. I think that this kind of borderlines on a conspiracy theory without more evidence other than Behavior following DBD leaks on Twitter. I'm not saying that this is 100% not true, but based on everything we know, I don't think it's the most likely situation. And on top of that, DBD leaks posted another anniversary leak, and they mentioned Hattie again. So for people who think that DBD leaks was trolling with the original anniversary leak, would they troll twice? I don't really think so. They definitely mentioned Hattie twice. They never actually referenced an original killer on Twitter anywhere. Mass did post that it's going to be an original killer on the Discord, but as we know time and time again, anything that's posted on the Discord could be a troll. Obviously, an original killer is what makes most sense with Hattie, but I'm just saying that they didn't mention it in the DBD leaks tweet. A lot of people are really disappointed that it's not going to be a licensed anniversary. People were hoping for a really big license, and I'd say based on everything we know, that's really unlikely. Apparently in the tomes it said that Hattie's fought a grotesque monster with dozens of red eyes and a mouth of needle-like teeth. So some people think that this is what the chapter 24 killer is going to be looking like. She also journeys to Turkey and finds a casket, so some people are thinking like this is probably going to be a vampire chapter. It even explicitly says that this creature here is a vampire, so a lot of people are thinking vampire for chapter 24. And again, I guess that kind of makes sense since we know that new killer is coming in with a locker power, and lockers are kind of similar to coffins. People also think that this symbol on the castle could be the 6-year anniversary crown symbol. It kind of looks similar to previous crowns, and this could be kind of nodding towards a vampire chapter for chapter 24. I'm not sure if that means that a castle map like this from Romania would come into the game, but it's an interesting theory nonetheless. A lot of content creators seem to be going in between a vampire or a spider. Personally, I don't really see how a spider locker power would work. I don't really think that this is going to be a spider killer. In Tome 6, there's another monster that comes from the Himalayas, and here's how it's described. It's a grotesque, chattering, hissing monster with needle teeth, long arms, and knife-like claws, and hundreds of glowing red eyes. And this was all very closely tied and connected to Hattie Care's lore. So some people really think that a killer like this is coming in for chapter 24, the needle teeth, the long arms, and the sharp claws. And then of course there's the original Babadook theory that's been circulating around. Someone from my Discord said that they have an uncle who's friends with a human resource rep at Behavior. Apparently this user's uncle talked to this person and they were college friends. The Behavior employee didn't leak anything, but he was just kind of hinting towards stuff to this person's uncle. Look at this conversation right here. They're talking about the Sadako chapter, saying the Sadako chapter seemed kind of boring, and then he asks about the new chapter chapter. And quote, yeah, he just kept awkwardly laughing when I asked if it would be a licensed chapter. He was mocking me, I think, though. I kept asking if he wanted to go back to his apartment and watch Babadook. I didn't want to push him, so I didn't ask much, but I'll let you know if he tells me anything. So he was pretty much just mocking and making fun of the links, I think. But I never asked about the Babadook, so he came up with it on his own, which I thought was kind of weird, especially after seeing the leaks today. Okay, so let me get this straight. This person's uncle is hanging out with a behavior employee. He asked the behavior employee if chapter 24 is original or licensed. The behavior employee doesn't say anything, but then just says, let's watch the Babadook. And then we have a second set of messages saying that a drunk dev revealed that it's an original version of the Babadook for chapter 24. Well, if these rumors are true, I think this debate is over. Does everyone understand that these are two separate sources and two separate people, two separate behavior devs? The drunk dev narrative makes sense with the artist leak as well. And now the second source, which isn't connected to the first source, is saying that it's probably the Babadook as well. I think anyone with a reasonable mind looking in at this video right now is saying that it's probably an original Babadook for the chapter 24 killer, right? There's just one catch to all of this. There's actually no way to tell exactly where both of these sets of messages came from. It's crazy how fake news can spread on the internet, but it's interesting that two different sources are saying the same thing right now. There's no way for me to fully verify these stories because these people wanted their identities private. Did we just solve which killer is the new killer for chapter 24? Based on everything we've seen, this narrative fits the pieces perfectly. They could adapt the creature from Hattie Care's lore to have long arms, sharp fingers, and sharp teeth. I mean, take a look at this clip from the Babadook. The Babadook is actually fitting this description pretty perfectly. I'm not saying it would look exactly like this because it needs to be an original version of the Babadook. It can't look too similar to the Babadook that we see in the film. What do you think about this theory? Let me know in the comments below. But I think something like an original version of a Babadook is probably what's most likely for chapter 24 at this point. They could bring in a new map that's set in the Himalayas, kind of nodding towards Hattie's lore. I did a little bit of research on it, and there's actually ghost stories that exist out in the Himalayas, so it could be kind of nodding towards that too. I've seen a lot of people talking about the emotes that Mast used to tease the next 3 chapters, which we talked about a couple of videos ago. People are saying like if that Heart on Fire is teasing the anniversary chapter, that could mean Springtrap. It's kind of confusing because sometimes Mast will reveal legitimate information on the DBD Leaks Discord, but sometimes he's just trolling. Like for example, before DBD Leaks leaked the chapter 24 leak on Twitter, Mast told people in the Discord that it's going to be a locker-based power for the killer. So sometimes the information is legitimate, sometimes it's a troll. It's hard to tell when. There's been so many trolls documented by Mast in the DBD Leaks Discord. So what I'm saying is it's possible that the Heart on Fire is not teasing chapter 24. In addition to this, the word on the street was that Sadako replaced chapter 23, meaning the Heart on Fire would come after the anniversary. If the emojis were teasing the chapters, which I'm not even entirely convinced that that's the case, the rumor was that Sadako replaced chapter 23 because they obtained a bigger license for chapter 24, meaning the Heart on Fire would be chapter 25. So the Heart on Fire emoji theory doesn't quite make sense to me because there's too many factors that are making this not teasing chapter 24. I know that people are hoping that chapter 24 is somehow still FNAF. And people will make theories to somehow say that FNAF still makes sense. But I gotta be honest, I'm kinda all out with the FNAF as chapter 24. Like, I thought chapter 24 was gonna be a big license, I think we all did. But I had to stop and ask myself, at what point am I gonna not believe it's FNAF? Like, how much evidence needs to build up for me to actually believe it's not FNAF? And I think we've crossed the line, and I think I'm all out with FNAF as the anniversary chapter. I'm sorry, FNAF fans. I really hope one day we do get FNAF in this game, but it's not looking like chapter 24. I think like a vampire creature or a creature like an original version of the Babadook, or maybe some combination of those two would be really good for the anniversary. We need something that's really scary and that's really going to deliver for the hype that's building up for the anniversary chapter. I'm definitely going to post more videos if there's any new news that comes out about any of these theories, so make sure to subscribe if you want to be up to date with the ever-changing situation that's happening. Let me know what you think about each theory, and let me know if there's anything that I missed in the comments below. That does it for this video. Goodbye.